Welcome, beautiful people. Welcome in. I'm about to give you the motivational message for Saturday. Motivational message for Saturday. Okay. All right. I'm going to give you the motivational message for this Saturday. Trying to motivate you. Giving you some bold affirmations and motivation. The energy keeps shifting. I don't like it. I don't like the energy shifting the way it has been. But it's not going to stop the motivational flow. So I'm tapping into my ancestors for my goddesses. I'm tapping into the energy of the goddess. And when I tap into the energy of the goddess, it does not go about male or female. It's just an energy source because we all have duality. Masculines have to be able to fix a car and still show compassion toward a woman. That's the nurturing. When you listen to men talk about women nurturing, men know how to nurture too. Men know how to nurture too. It's called duality. I'm tired of hearing podcasts and men talk about, oh, I'm looking for a woman that's soft. Bro, you're not soft? Do you not have duality within you? That means you're operating in straight masculine energy, which can be looked at as ego identity. I'm sorry, that just came over. And I just tapped into the energy of the goddess Isis, and she's very cutthroat. So I need to tame this energy down a little bit. Welcome in, Shannon. My apologies. I know that you're here. I saw your energy enter the room. I appreciate the heart in me. Thank you so much. For anybody that's new, my name is Brooklyn, and the name of my channel is Passion with Purpose. I have a personal page and a business page. This is my business page. I just came off of my personal page, which is called the same thing, Passion with Purpose. Passion with Purpose. And you'll see this face. And I just came off that live. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. But I'm tapping into the energy of Goddess Isis, which means I'm tapping into the feminine energy. What is the energy of my ancestors? Can I get another one? Fire goddess. Fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And who else? Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. And this one flipped over and we're going to take it. I love fire. I love fire. It's something about the energy of fire. And I'm not even going to hold you. When it comes to fire masculines, I'm more attracted to fire masculines because they operate in their power. They stand 10 toes down. That would be Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. But when it comes to compatibility of being together, the only two that I resonate with would be a Sagittarius and an Aries, but the only one that I would want to build with, honestly, and I'm not even going to hold you, is an Aries. Sagittarius is very intellectual, but they move like molasses, and their energy remind me of Gemini. And they have a laziness that I don't like. Whereas an Aries masculine, as long as he is healed and is not operating in egotistical energy, they will motivate you. They will promote you. Like if you got a business, I love that in them. Oh, I love that in them. And as far as like feminine, as a friendship with Aries females, I like them too. And I don't know why I needed to say that because I haven't been talking like that lately. But I just wanted to bring that out because that fire, that goddess came out. So it says flame bearer. Ignite new beginnings and burn away what no longer serves you. Finding the delicate balance between creation and destruction in life. Temper passion with wisdom. So I was talking about fire signs, and fire signs are very passionate. They will work hard. They will kill themselves at something that they believe in. And they actually have to learn how to balance that energy and let that energy work for them, not against them, because they can burn out. And that's where Aquarius come in. That's me. So that's why I like that combination to them together, because an air sign with fire, they can blow up some shit. So imagine as a business or a companion or a partnership, that would be beautiful. Why am I talking like that? Something is about to happen for someone. Someone is ending something old to begin something new. Someone is ending something old to begin something new. I like that for you, for whoever it is. And the second ancestral message is nature's remedy. And it says, healing is not about fixing, but returning to balance. Be mindful of living things. For what you heal in yourself, you heal in the world. Everything has a purpose. We are all linked together. When people try to separate themselves from other people, that will create a psychosis. Because if you think by any means necessary that we all are not related in some with the energy, I'm not talking about I'm not talking about the meat suit. Remove the meat suit. I'm talking about the energy. So if you have a dislike for someone in power, if you have a dislike for someone who may be operating at a lower frequency than you, understand that we are all connected. I'm not saying it's your job to heal or to uplift. What I'm saying to you is what you dislike in them is something that may be some inner healing in you. For example, I have an example to help you understand. I was on Facebook and people are speaking about what the person of power posted during Black History Month about our former president. And the person I have great esteem for, he posted on his Facebook, and then he wrote what he had to say, and then he attached the picture. So everyone, and I'm never the one to follow by suit. I'm always the oddball, but everyone was liking it and speaking, yeah, that was messed up. And I respect the individual. But I went in the comments and I voiced my opinion. I said, hey, I understand where you're coming from, but you can still speak words of power without attaching the picture. When you attach the same picture that you're disgusted by, you're promoting the same picture. Like, make it make sense. So then his comment to me was, I get what you're saying, but people need to know how disgusting it was that that this person did that, whatever. And then my comment back was, I know you to have great cognizant resonance, and you can voice your idealistic ways about how you are disgusted what he posted. If people want to know the picture, tell them to search and find it. You don't need to promote the same type of hate. Because when you post the picture about what you're disgusted by, guess what you're doing? You're tapping into the same energy. You see how we are all connected? There was something that was done in distasteful, according to racism. When you forward the same propaganda to make your point, you're tapping into the same energy. Does that make sense? Did that make sense of what I just said? In other words, You can still voice your idealistic ways or discomfort for the disgust of the racism without promoting the picture. Because there's other platforms that is doing that. So you don't need to do it. You just voice your idealistic ways. Use your words. Make your point. We are at the age now where people want to I'm going to say this, and I'm going to leave it alone. When we were younger, schools and educations wanted to get kids to read more. So at a young age, they created books that had pictures, right? That got the kids to read because it had pictures, cartoon style, right? We have to understand as we get older, you must upgrade your mindset. Stop reading books that got pictures. You're not operating on the adolescent mindset. Why are you still reading books with pictures? And people are doing that in social media. They don't want to read posts that have all words. They want to look at memes that have pictures, demographics. They don't want to read the words. That's almost like people would rather believe a lie than to research the truth. Does that make sense? Like in college, but I've never been that way. And that's just me. And I know everyone don't think like me. But any intellectual person that you speak to, like literally, and it could be from any demographics, any. These individuals are reading books that don't have pictures. You ever notice that people will speak on platforms or podcasts? They love bringing up statistics, but they're not recommended statistics. They're not proven statistics. And what I mean to say that, like in college, we have to look for newspaper articles from sources, from recommended sources. We can't just pull it off of the internet. So we actually have to go to the campus library and we have to pull the articles from recommended sources. Am I making sense? Like I don't know. I feel like my message is getting lost, and I'm just gonna move on because my brain has been, and it's frustrated, and I'm frustrating myself because I have to remember that the downloads that I get and the messages that I get, it's not for everyone, and they're not gonna understand because I'm operating on a different level, and I need to stop trying to accommodate my knowledge to everyone as a whole, as a collective, like I have been doing, because I'm not for everyone. I'm a future thinker. I invent so many things. I invented so many things. Not sure what that is about. I invent so many things, right? That my kids will come to me now and be like, "Ma, you remember you used to make this when we was younger? Why I see people doing it now on YouTube?" And I'll be like, "For real?" And they be like, "Yeah, but I was doing stuff like that like when they was like 8 years old, like making I think they call egg. I used to do egg muffins. I would put cheese and sausage in it, and I would put it in the muffin pans, so they can have quick breakfasts that they can take on a bus and go to school. But I was doing that when they was 8. They're 21 now. You know how long ago that was? And now there's YouTube. So me having an intervention to speak to people about what's to come before it comes, there are a lot of non-believers. And I'm not going to waste my energy on that anymore. So it's almost like, what is it called? Egg bites. Oh, it is? It's called egg bite. They sell it now? See what I'm saying? And when I did it, they was in like school, and I used to do it because they didn't eat the school lunch. They would never eat it. And I'd be like, listen, we got afforded for you to eat the school lunch. Why am I making it? So early in the mornings, I used to make those. And then I used to put them in Ziploc bags. So I'd be like, when you get up in the morning, just pop them in the microwave. I didn't know they even sell that now because I don't even eat eggs anymore or meat. But again, I'm an Aquarius, so the intervention of creating has always been in me, but society is just not catching up. So a lot of things that I get and say, I have to be mindful of my words because it comes to pass. That's why I know I have to speak highly and positive among people so they can get that vibration. That's why I'm a motivational speaker. Because the one time that I may speak ill of someone, that shit come to pass. I've seen it too many times, and I had to repent against that and pray to be more intentional on the words that I speak, because I like to speak positivity into people. Like, that's my thing. I'm an Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius sun, and I'm a fucking Scorpio rising. So I'm going to speak the truth, but I'm going to have compassion with it. You understand that water energy, but that innovative energy, because my detachment game is crazy with the Aquarius. So when I'm saying stuff to people, trying to educate people on the philosophy level, to explain it in words is fucking hard. That's why I'm in college now, to explain logically so people can understand. And by me doing that, everyone is not going to get the message. And I got to keep telling myself, Brooklyn, everyone is not going to get the message because it's not for everyone. You're not made for everyone. You have been the oddball all your life because of the way you think and the way you move. Step into your power and understand that. Those who resonate will resonate. When you speak, those who are meant to get the message will get the message. And I had to learn this over 6 years. I had to detach from people. It made me sad. It made me lonely. But where I'm at in my life, now I don't like to be around people. Because a lot of people don't have fucking common sense. A lot of people don't even want to educate themselves. They want to listen to other people and learn that way. If you don't read the doctrine and the actual sources that's outside of the fucking internet, do you know I am studying Sigmund Freud, right? And he believed spirituality came before psychology. What Sigmund Freud learned was through spirituality. Guess what? From our ancestors. And all they did was turn it in philosophy. They did studies, they did statistics, they put it in words. That's how they got psychology. So a lot of people like to talk about these philosophers and give them their kudos and Nobel Peace, their Nobel Prize, because that's the type of country we live in. We live in a country where if you don't have this piece of paper or this doctrine, no one wants to listen to you. I play by their rules. I ain't even gonna hold you. I do. Because I want to make the money that I want to make so I can live the lifestyle that I want to live. I know how to play by the rules when I want to. Because again, I'm an Aquarius. So sometimes we break the barrier. It is what it is. I like nice things because I want to live my life in a certain way. But I will not suffer under society's umbrella just to have those nice things. Because as quickly as you get it, you can fucking lose it. I'm worrying about my soul at the end. My soul is what keeps me intact. So when I get on their platform and I feel frustrated because I'm getting these downloads and I'm trying to find the words to complement the psychology part so it can make sense to the collective, I get frustrated and it bothers me, and I need to step away from that. So, I am so not a go-about. Right. You feel, okay, so you understand what I'm saying. What I'm saying is making sense. Again, I only call upon the energies who can resonate with the language that I speak, because I'm not always going to break down in the philosophy terms. I'm not always going to break it down in logical terms, because I know I'm a teacher, but I don't have the patience. I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't have the patience to be teaching grown people about shit that they need to know about. And that's what it is. So I could talk to someone and I could say things, and you get a lot of people to say, well, what that mean? And in the back of my mind, I be wanting to be like, fucking look it up. How you think I know about it? How you think I know about it? I didn't ask somebody. I heard somebody say something, and then I went down that rabbit hole. Like, I literally went down that rabbit hole. So there's a lot of people I cannot converse with. Because if I have to explain everything I say to you, no matter your demographic, no matter your background or your religion, because I'm very wide range, I'm an optimist. Like, I study all type of religions. So a lot of the times, if someone says something to me, I already know what the background of that religion is. Been there, done that. Like, I've been there, I've been there, I've done that. So a lot of stuff I know, I just don't speak about it. But if I go in rooms or platforms and they're speaking in terminologies, I do know what they're talking about. And I can voice the knowledge on what they're talking about. And guess what? If I don't know what they talk about, you know what I do? I write it down. And when I get off social media, I be going to look that shit up. I be going to do my research. I be a rabbit hole because I live in my head. I'm an Aquarius. I'm an air sign. Fucking Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. It's the knowledge. God, do not let me go into psychosis, because it's the knowledge. We live in our head. We want to research. So there's certain people I can't integrate with. There's certain people I can't converse with because they don't want to do the work. They want me to do the work. They always ask, well, what does that mean? And I go quiet. Like, a lot of times on the platform, I may say something, and if people be like, oh, what that mean? And I get quiet. I mute my mic. You know why I mute my mic? Because people are fucking lazy. People lazy. They want you to tell you. I can say, oh, the color is black. And actually, the history of black means purity. It does not mean dark and shadow work and, what we was taught in school. The actual meaning means purity of the color black. And it's so beautiful. And then, when people be like, oh, okay, that's what's up. And I could literally say all of that was a lie. I just lied to you guys, and y'all just believe it because I said it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, let me give you. For those who understand, and I appreciate you. Oh, God, I appreciate you to the utmost. If you're new here, my name is Brooklyn. The name of my page is Passion with Purpose. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm also an entrepreneur for the last 18 years. I did retire my business for the last 5 years, but I am teaching people how to build their business. So now I'm a business consultant, but I go to school full time. I'm earning my second degree in psychology. So yeah, let me get a spiritual message for all of those here who has been tapping the screen. Respect. I love you, and I mean that with true intentions. I don't do anything unless it's intentional, because again, I believe we all are connected in one way or another. Whether you want to accept it or not, it's your prerogative. You can surrender to the idea, or you can continue living what seems best for you. Because I don't live by society norms. The way I live my life is the way I want to live my life. And I don't condone my perspective onto other people. All that I ask is be respectful the same way I'm respectful to you. Because the one time you are disrespectful, there's no coming back from that from me. I don't care what other people do, but I know how I direct my energy to you. It's going to be respectful. And if it's not returned, I don't argue. I buy out gracefully and I keep it moving because my detached game is crazy. My detached game is wicked. One, because I'm an Aquarius. And two, I'm a Scorpio rising. And out of all the water signs, the most dangerous ones is the Scorpio. Out of your Pisces and your Cancers, it's the Scorpio. So my game is I respect everyone off the bat. You know how some people be like, nah, you got to earn my respect. I give everyone respect off the bat because I know how I am. Even if you talk about you joking with me, I don't joke when it comes to disrespect. It's a cutoff. And I don't argue about it. I don't get mad about it. I don't even take it personal. I look at you and be like, oh, there's something going on with you because you're doing some type of projection, or you feel that insulting me is a form of humor and I don't joke that way. Okay, there's something going on in you. You got the ego identity that needs to be looked at. Another psychology word. Yeah, I learned that last semester. And I'm going to use it. I got somebody that asked me, well, why you just didn't say so-and-so? I said, because I don't talk like that. I'm using my college degree in the most proficient way that I paid the money for. Why do I have to lower my vocabulary to make it relatable to you? How about you raise your vocabulary to meet me where I am? And I don't understand why people do that. Like, certain people will be like, well, you didn't have to say it like that. You could have said it like that. Why I gotta lower my energy level to meet you where you at when you need to raise yours to be where I am? Yeah, you see what I'm like? Anyway, let me stay focused. Let me get the spiritual message for this live. My message for you today is pour into yourself. Stop worrying about every fucking body else. Confirmation. Them days is over. We are in the year of Aquarius, which means raise your motherfucking energy. I had to put emphasis on that. You see how I said that? Because for too long, there are some individuals who have been people pleasing just so we don't stir the pot, just so we don't have people look at us as the oddball, or people try to call themselves humbling us. What the fuck? You know how much shit we've been through life? Y'all don't have to try to humble us, especially Aquarius. We've been through the fire. Y'all saw the fire ancestral. We've been through the fire. Spirit humble us. We don't need any human that walk on this earth like we do, because you're not better than us. I don't care how society say, oh, they make more money, so I need to get the fuck out of here. They still put on their pants like we put on our pants. Like, what you talking about? And they don't even have souls. Some of them sold their souls just to have the money for that. But guess what? That's none of our business. I don't care. That's something they have to deal with in a spiritual life. We need to focus on us. Focus on living your best life. Okay? It's our time. And the truth is going to come out with everybody. For everybody that's been wearing a mask, it will fall. Especially when it comes to men. And that's another topic I ain't even going to talk about. So, this message, this spiritual message that's going to come out, and I'm talking, listen now, listen. This spiritual message that's going to come out this day is your energy. Spirit is talking to you. You're not wearing a mask. You live in your truth, no matter how ugly it is. So this message that come out right now is your personal message on how you need to continue to live your life. Fuck the naysayers. Yep, I said it. I ain't never talked like that. I told you I'm tapping into the energy of goddess Isis. She be cutting throat. Like she said, ain't no more playing nice, guy. If you don't believe me, go read up on goddess Isis. Go read up on her. Her partner was Osiris. And little do people know is Osiris bent down to Isis, but to the nation, everyone bowed down to him. That is the dynamic of the power of a woman. So if you meet a masculine who wants you to bow down to him and cater to his needs, that's not your masculine. I'm not your female to follow. I don't even come on my page, because what I will say to you, you will dislike. The things I say on my page is not for any woman who is married. I don't speak to married women. I don't speak to women who are in relationships. Because if you listen to the things that I direct you to do, you may not still be married. You may not want to be in that relationship. And I'm being honest, and I'm keeping it real, because the women that I'm talking to is holding everything down themselves. They don't need a man. They might want one, but they don't need one. They know how to tap into their dual energy. The women that I'm talking to on my channel know how to tap into masculine and feminine energy. They know how to interchange this energy so it can work in their favor. That's who I'm talking to. So when I speak the way I speak, with passion, and I put emphasis in it, it's because I'm speaking to those women. I'm not speaking to all women. I'm speaking to those women. That's their focus. They are already building their fortune. So the masculine that wants to enter these women, you and I am you, you are me, and we are one. Those masculines have to accommodate what we want. And if they don't, it's okay. We're not aligned, and we keep it moving. Again, I'm tapping into the energy of goddess Isis. Isis' partner was Osiris. Osiris bowed down to Isis, while everyone else bowed down to him. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, please put a purple heart in the chat. And again, I'm not speaking bull BS on my channel. You can go and do the research. Literally. Because I'm a researcher. That's just me. And again, I don't look on Google, and I don't use Chat GPT to find out my information. I am an online student, so I have access to the library, and I go and see the actual documents that are recommended. They're just not here saying it ain't no TMZ type shit. I want to find out actual facts. Reality check, okay? You got it? All right. So, I didn't even know. Did y'all even know that one of the cards flew out? The spiritual message flew out on the floor. I didn't even know, because I was shuffling. Remember, I said that this deck got a message. Look. Y'all see that message? Y'all see? Oh, look at that. I didn't even see that. Look at that. Isis. Isis. I only wanted one message. Isis said, no, bitch. We got more than one message. Because we got more than one viewer. Y'all ready? How many messages came out? Because this is your angel number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anybody who know about angel numbers? What's angel number 5? Angel number 5 means change. What was I talking to y'all about? The men today, the feminine today, our compatible mate is going to be a masculine who has to adjust to us. Now, this conversation that I speak about is not for social media. It's for the individual. So whoever you come, like, you're not going to get on a platform talking about, oh, my masculine got to do this and do this, because a woman of prestige don't need to talk about what she looking for. We're not giving you no playbook. Negative. We want you to come as you are. We're going to listen as you talk. Because 9 times out of 10, men tell on themselves anyway. They love to hear themselves talk. And we're just going to listen. We're not going to go back and forth with you. We're just going to listen. We're not those type of women. We're not going back and forth with energy. You're not taking my energy to try to use it against me, because I am not auditioning for your world. Little do you know, you're auditioning for mine. So we pay attention. We listen. And then we observe your behavior. Because you have to align with us. Remember, we're doing everything already on our own. We have duality energy. We're taking care of our kids. We work. We go to school. We maintaining our household. We're making our own money. You understand? This is the collective I'm talking to. So I'm going to say this again. I'm not talking to the collective who's married. I'm not talking to the collective who's in relationship. I'm not aligning with those type of women. I'm not. And I'm being honest with you. I'm not. That is not my message. My message is for women who have taken accountability for them, who have healed them, and who is not putting the power in men. We taking our power back. It's about us. It's about us. You can't use reverse psychology. You can't use emotional manipulation. We're operating literally with the mental capacity. And then we will follow with the heart. Back in the day when we got played and hurt, we followed with our heart, which led us down to either meeting narcissistic men who control. We're not doing that no more. It's the year of the Aquarius. We're not doing that no more. We're operating in our headspace. Doesn't make sense. We're operating with the intellect of these masculines talking a good game, but not consistent with their actions. So all you doing is talking. So I asked for the energy of Goddess Isis. I got 5 messages because 5 means change. So you ready? Here we go. First message. You need to ignore what everyone else is doing and achieving. Didn't I just say we are not attaching to society's norm? I'm telling you, Isis be talking that shit. Isis be talking that. That's my baby. I give her offerings on the altar. I be talking to her. She be waking me up. We be holding conversation. Okay, here we go. Your life is about breaking your own limits and outgrowing yourself to live your best life. You are not in competition with anyone else. Plan to outdo your past, not other people. Plan to outdo your past, not other people. We don't care what everybody else is doing. We are not following society norm. We're not following social media, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We ain't following none of them people. Because them people don't live in our house. Them people don't pay our bills. We're trying to do better than what we did last year. Shit, I be trying to do better than what I did yesterday. That's who we in competition with. That old behavior is dying out. Angel number 5 means change. We know that. We're operating in that. Okay? Second message. Where you are right now is where you are supposed to be. Don't compare yourself to others. The only adds pressure. Take each day as it comes. And for what it is, you are a better person than you were yesterday. Growth isn't easy, but you got this. Growth isn't easy, but you got this. Growth isn't easy, but you got this. We're not comfortable. And stop trying to be comfortable. When you notice you're being comfortable, it's because you're saying, oh, I'm in a safe space. I want to stay here. There's something going on with you. The fear is setting in. That's not where we're at. So if you feel like you're stagnant right now, it's because Spirit says divine timing. We're not ready to move you yet. Don't force it. We're not ready to move you yet. Listen, I am a perfect example of that. I ain't got a problem waiting. Because when I wait, my prosperity comes. And when it comes 10 times bigger than what I asked for. Every fucking time. Every time. So I don't have a problem waiting. I ain't rushing shit. I don't try to outdo the next person. I outdo me. I set my limits high. So that's why I say to you, masculines is a want for me. It's not a need. I'm not dealing with nobody who comes subpar. I'm not lowering my frequency to have you understand me. I'm going to need you to rise to the occasion. And I'm going to reciprocate your energy. Next message. Accept where you are at this time. Listen, it keeps talking about this. There's somebody in this energy that's trying to make some moves right now. There's someone in this energy, because this is the third message, and it keeps talking about you are where you're supposed to be right now. Listen, you on the right path. Baby, you on the right path right now. Don't listen. You good. Listen to what I'm telling you. Whoever this energy is, you good right now. You good right now. You are where you're supposed to be because some things is working out in your favor in the background. So stop trying to find out what the future holds. I'm feeling like there's an energy of someone is trying to find out what the future holds. No one can tell you that. I don't care if you try to go to a reader who do I think tarot. I think it's pronounced tarot. I think you're trying to go to tarot to see if everything you need to know and want is within you. You just being impatient. You just being impatient. Sit your happy ass down somewhere. Drink a cup of tea. Watch some comedy type shit. Watch something to make you laugh. I don't know who I'm talking to, but be easy. Be easy, player. I don't know who it is. Be easy. Listen. Be easy. Stop trying to know it all or try to find out what the future holds. Do you know that the future is the present? Did you know that? Did you know that the future is actually the present? I bet y'all didn't know that. Listen, on this channel, I got a subscription. I do motivational moon days on Mondays. I usually put it on my YouTube because I don't always go live on here. But I did do a subscription that's like $2.99. So all of my motivational moon days is posted when you subscribe. So if you subscribe, you will see all of my motivational moon days. And if you know, like I know, time is an illusion. Literally, time is an illusion. Anyone who's spiritual knows time is an illusion. And by me saying that, that's why I'm telling you, if you think about the future, you will go in a psychotic state of mind. So I want you to operate in the present because your present is your future. Your present is your future. So enjoy it. So sit your ass down. Be still. I'm gonna finish reading this. It says, begin to move forward. Be clear about your intentions. It says, be clear. Thank you for liking my live. Listen, I appreciate y'all. Because, baby, this information right now, I feel like that. Listen, I'm telling you, I'm feeling connected to this. I'm going to download this one and I'm going to put it in my subscription. Because I feel like this message is connecting to me also. Ooh, that hurt. Confirmation. This message is connecting to me too. Because I told y'all, I be in my head a lot, especially with the psychology major. I be going down that rabbit hole. I be trying to make the formation to make my money all right for stability. But you already stable. You already stable. I'm just trying to keep it there. But I can't know everything about everything because I'm future thinking. I have to live in the present moment. That's why I have limited myself on making plans when I be trying to go out. Because I be planning. I had my day planned out yesterday for today. And do you know I did none of it? I didn't do none of it. Because when I got up to try to get ready and do what I wanted to do, Spirit was like, nope, we don't want you to do that. I was like, damn, I had my whole day planned out for Saturday. They said no. So guess what I said? I said, okay. I don't go against the grain anymore. I move how Spirit is telling me to move. And everybody has their own path. Listen to what I'm saying. Everybody's path is not the same. Everybody, even your children's path, siblings, is different from yours. Everyone, when you get a partner, do you know that y'all both have different paths, but simultaneously you're going to be working together for an initial purpose? Spirit knows that you know how to multitask. So just because you're on one path and your partner's on another path, you're still integrated to collaborate for another purpose. You do know that, right? All right. Anyway, let me finish because I feel myself going again. I feel like I'm going off. This makes it easier for us, the universe, to help doors open up so somebody on here get real passionate, or they suffer from anxiety that their words get jumbled. And even though they're reading, they be saying other stuff. You have to quiet your mind, take your time, so you can get the words out that complement the message. We're going to read this again because I'm not slow. Here we go. This makes it easier for us, the universe, to help you open up doors that was unexpectedly. So be ready. You know what they said, the energy that is less resistance is the abundance that you will receive. So you have to make sure that you're open to receive it. So there is abundance coming towards you as long as you have the intentions, and as long as you set forth the intentions, it's going to come to you the path that is less resistance. I finally got that out. Next message 4. Whatever you have been putting off, don't procrastinate any longer. Tackle that long overdue project. You will feel better once you begin. Start with one thing at a time. Thoughts and ideas not acted upon are just laying in wait. You can do this. Remember what I said. This is a collective message. So each message can resonate with all of y'all simultaneously or individually. But there are some of you that have been procrastinating on the things you need to do, not what you want to do. So there's certain things that you need to get done, and you've been putting it off from doing it. Don't rush and do it all at once. Do a little bit at a time so you don't become overwhelmed. And I know I've been doing that because I have 3 tests to take all weekend, and I've been breaking them up. And so I started one test, and I put it on pause, and I'm going to go back. After I finish this, I'm going to finish up the rest of the questions to do it. And then the 50 questions, I'm going to do that early in the morning tomorrow. But everything is due on Monday. But it was like 4 chapters that I had to do. And I was creating anxiety for myself. So I had to break it up. And this is something I needed to do. Whereas there's other things that I want to do, like come on live and give y'all the message. I love to do that. I love to pour motivation into you, pour that positive energy into you. But again, there was things that I needed to get done first, which that's what I was starting with the test. I did half. All right. So this is your last message. This is your last message. And this is message number 5. And it says, count all of your blessings, even the small ones. Show gratitude and appreciation for all that you have in your life and all that has yet to come into it. Your best days are still ahead of you. Isn't that a wonderful thought? So you're thinking that your abundance or certain things that you have accomplished, you think that's it? You think that's all for you? Nah. You got more coming. You got more coming. Stay the course. Show gratitude and appreciation for what you already have. You're not where you used to be, and that's a blessing. Until next time. My name is Brooklyn. I'll holla.